Well, good morning and welcome to day 4. Starting off inside the car here because it is really dark outside still and the camera can't see me. Uh, Unlike every other day this trip, right now there is not a cloud in the sky, which is not the best for photography, but it's going to be all right for getting some light onto the tops of the mountains. So we'll see what we get. I was hoping for a few high clouds up above the mountains, or the mountains making some of their own snow or fog off the snow. But this morning there is nothing. Last night was completely cloudy, and then I got back to camp and it cleared off really quick. And I'd say within a half hour of getting back to camp, the moon was out lighting up the valley, and there wasn't hardly any clouds in the sky. You could see stars everywhere. And then this morning I woke up and there were no clouds. So I'm going to get out, get the tripod set up, and then just kind of wait for the sun to rise. Hopefully, as the sun hits the mountain, it does make a little fog, add a little interest. So we'll see what happens. You never know out here in the mountains what the weather's going to do, so we'll just see. Okay, getting a little bit lighter out here now. I've taken a few photos, nothing special yet, just kind of working on some compositions, trying to get Mt Sneffels, kind of in the right part of the screen, and then everything else to fit in around it. There are some clouds kind of forming up on the left side of Sniffles there, so if they can keep forming, drift over the scene right as the sun comes up, it could be a pretty special sunrise here. So let's wait and see what happens. All right, well, you can see the light has really made it down into the valley now. It's a really harsh, you can tell from this video, the light is just harsh. The foreground really dark, and the mountain and the hill on the far side are really bright, but it's a really, really cool scene. As soon as a little more light gets down in the valley, it should even itself out a little bit and make for some really nice photos. I'm having a lot of battery issues this morning, and it's all because of the cold. I'm on my third camera battery in there, and my GoPro is completely dead. I suspect once I get in the car and get them all warmed up, get myself warmed up, most of those batteries will show some power to them again. So and then I'll also be charging as I'm driving today. So not a big deal, just always have plenty of batteries when you're out shooting in the cold. I'm not sure what the temperature was when I got up, but there was the second day in a row that there's been ice on the roof of my car, so it's pretty chilly out here. I'm going to wait a little bit longer and see what happens with this light down in the valley. Well, I think that's going to do it for here at Mt Sneffels. I don't know if I got anything great, but it was definitely another awesome morning being out here. Just the scene is so amazing. I don't know if my photos ever do this particular scene justice, but we'll see. When I get back to Omaha, I'll get them on the computer and edit some and see what happens. But now it's time to head to town, fuel up, get some coffee, and head down towards Silverton, I believe. here at Crystal Lake. Kind of a touristy spot right off the highway, but man, that reflection's awesome. And those colors on that whole side, really cool. After spending some time at Crystal Lake, we continued south down the $1 Million Highway, making occasional stops along the way before arriving at Silverton, Colorado. In Silverton, we ate lunch, walked around for a while, checked out the Durango and Silverton Railroad, waited for one of the railroad's trains to leave town, and then we headed back north towards Ouray to check into our hotel. After getting checked into the hotel, we all took a few minutes to get cleaned up, shuffled some camera gear around, and hopped in Josh's Jeep to head back out to the mountains to photograph the sunset. Tonight we were heading back up Owl Creek Pass to photograph Chimney Rock. We'd photographed Chimney Rock a couple times in the past, but Josh spotted something on Google Earth, a new lookout he thought would be a great vantage point, so we were heading up to explore and try to find our way out onto this vantage point. Alright, just going on a little hike out to where we're going to photograph from tonight. Don't have a ton of batteries left here in the GoPro, so we'll see how much video I shoot tonight. Alright, we hiked about a mile through the forest, found a spot that Josh was looking at on a map, an opening with this incredible view of Chimney Peak up there. So I don't know how long we're gonna stay here. We're just trying to get some nice photos of the good light up there on the rocks, and wow, there's still some light on some of the trees, and then probably pack up because we got to hike all the way along that ridge, all the way where you see those aspens that are a little bit past peak there. Down in that notch is where the car is. So about a mile. It took us about 45 minutes to get out here, and I don't want to do that in the dark. So get some pictures and get on our way. Okay, this light here is getting amazing. And actually, I think I have two different photos. I have this storm going on above those fingers up there, pinnacles, whatever you want to call them. And then you got the regular Chimney Peak is what we came for. And I got some nice photos of that earlier. And now this storm that's rolling in over these pinnacles, that's pretty awesome. So gonna keep shooting, see what happens for a little bit. And the clouds are actually moving towards Chimney Peak. So if some of these storms got behind Chimney Peak, that could be a fantastic night. So, I mean, it's already fantastic, but it could be more fantastic. Well, that sun is going down fast. It is right on top of the mountain to the left, to the west, and you can just feel the light getting cooler and cooler by the minute. So, what a scene up there. What a night it's been. Probably take a few more, and then as soon as that light kind of shuts down for the night, we're gonna fly to the car as fast as we can.